Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 8. In 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 13, he gave gifts unto men. And I want to add Matthew chapter number 25 and verse 15 down to 21. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability. And straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. Likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his lost money. After a long while, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou art been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the Lord, into the joy of the Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou art not sown, and gathering where thou art not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid the talent in the earth. Lo, there thou art, that is thine. Verse 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should receive mine own with usury. The Lord bless it of his word in Jesus' name. Now I want to continue from the message. I said something yesterday that what is gift? Gift is a thing given willing to someone without any payment. You were given without any payments. No compensation, no bring it back. What is gift? Number 2, gift is a natural ability or talent. What is gift? Number 3, I said gift is a notable capacity, talent, or endowment. That is something that was delivered to you by God to use it for your humanity. A gift is something that you discover. It's not something that you collect anyhow. A gift is God's divine ability deposited in a man. What are the things I wanted to take note? God's gift varies, and it's being given based on your ability. He said he gave unto everyone according to his ability. God will not push out your gift as a mother when he has not seen your preparedness, your ability, what you'll be able to do if the gift is released to you. If God knows you will not take care of children, he won't give you children. If God knows you will misbehave too much with your husband, he can delay your marriage. If God knows you will become a reproach and a shame in your environment, he knows how to handle you. So understand. Number 2 thing I want you to take note. There is always pity for whatever has been given to you. You will give account as a mother, as a woman. How did I take care of my husband? Did I reference my husband? How do I behave in the society? Now, let me just go straight. I talk about the gift yesterday. Let me talk about some gifts here. Spiritual gift, gift of children, gift of husband, gift of your society, and gift of the church. How to be profitable with your giftings. As a woman, the gift God has deposited inside you. How can you be profitable? How can you use what God has given to you to make it notable to people that you came as a mother and you passed well on it? Number 1, you must be ready to give account. The way you treat your husband, God will ask you as a woman. I saw a post one day and I downloaded that statement. It's still on my phone. Foolishness is when you kneel down to greet your pastor and you cannot kneel down to greet your husband. And I agree with it. There are many women that respect their pastor more than their husband, which is causing problems in marriages today. A man tells you, go like this. You say, pastor said I shouldn't go. Any prophecy a pastor gives you that the husband is not in support of it, forget it. The pastor is the head of the church, not the head of the home. The way you disobey your husband as a woman, it kills the gift inside of you. The way you handle your children, God will ask you. Because the children he gave to you, they are gifts. Your husband is like children. Psalm 127 verse 3. The NLT, New Living Translation, said, children are gifts. But the King James Version said, children are heritage of the Lord. There are mothers that don't care how their children dresses. The children dresses, they can wear rag to school. Stained with all manners of paint, and you are looking at them. But you want to appear. Can I talk to you? Mothers, your children represent you anywhere. They represent you. If your child is a bad child outside, no matter how they insult, they will send that child to his mother and the father at home. True of us. And there is a popular saying that when children are good outside, the children belongs to the father. When the children are bad, they belong to who? Is that the popular saying? But do you know that indirectly and directly that statement is very right? Because naturally the man is very busy. The insult goes to you, oh, you are a mother. You say, now your father name. Forget, now you they go insult pass. They'll say your mother did not train you. Because the mother is the one that trains the children more than the men. Am I talking to somebody here? Sometimes if my children want to talk to me about something, I say, go and meet your mother. I don't have the anointing to talk that one. As a mother, you will give account. Even as a father, you will give account. Even as a youth, you will give account. How you behave with your neighbors, you will give account to. How people are not going to church because you are speaking in tongues but your character is bad, you will give account. How you do amebo and yet you still go to church. People say, instead of me to follow you to that church, I better become an unbeliever. God will ask you as a woman, you will give account. Number what? Use your gift well to profit. Use the gift of God in you to profit. In other words, let what you are doing with the potentials God has given you, use it very well. There are people that you have good character to take care of family, but because of father's anger, you are dealing with your children anyhow. You are not a profitable mother. You are not a profitable wife. You are not a profitable woman. Or because your father-in-law once said they shouldn't marry you, you refuse to give him, you put him in mind. Till today, you are not a profitable woman. Am I talking to somebody here? You are a woman here. Sanctuary keepers. The church is open, you are not using it to do anything. What are your giftings for? You are a mother that can advise your child well and they become great, but you are advising them wrongly. God will ask you. Like a woman, because you have problem with your husband, you are telling your children not to greet your husband in the morning. God will ask you. You are a mother with a deceptive spirit. You are making one of your children like the other one hates the other one, and you pretend innocently. God will ask you. You are a mother pushing your children into immorality just for them to get you money or to get anything or to please them instead of them telling them the right thing. God will ask you. Use your gift to be profitable. He said that unprofitable servant. Thou unprofitable servant. The others, he said you are profitable. God will ask you. God will, look, mothers, look at yourselves and say, God will ask you. Hope you have a good testimony to give. Because God, this face, God will ask you. Look at her face. God will ask you. Don't let God look at you and say, give account about the gift. You have the gift to put people together to pray for the church or for families. What are you doing with it? Say, let me just keep quiet so that they don't say I shade you. Listen to me. You have no explanation to man but to God when it comes to your giftings. You can't explain what God has wired you for. You can't explain it away because of anybody. Number 3, be faithful in that which is committed to you. Be faithful. Be faithful. Avoid partiality. Be faithful. Let your husband know how sincere you are. Can I balance it? Let your wife know how sincere you are. You may not be perfect, but be sincere. I am not perfect, but when I approach God, He knows. No, I'm not perfect. Let your husband. Don't be a lying mother. You are endangering the destiny and the future of your children. There are some children that learn how to lie from their mom. They see their mom stole meat from the pot when their father asked, They say maybe it's the children. They saw it from you. How many of you know that our children has this digital brain? If you do something once, they see it and they will get what you want to do. Like Samuel Junior. Anything you do before him, by this month coming, it will be 2 years. He will do it after you. If you finish sweeping and you leave the house, even now, even if you know the water pours, he's running outside to carry mopping stick. Somebody that want to hunt gas, he will be doing like you see him in the kitchen. Eh? Somebody that they bring lights, he wants to go and hunt television from the socket. You have children like that at home, where you are pressing cloth with the iron they want to put on. Don't you have children like that? That is how when you lie, you impact them. You are a mother, you always fight your husband, argue with him. Your children will never respect your husband. God won't ask the children, He will ask you that train them, indirectly or directly. You can always look at your husband. Hey, stand up. You will not go out today. If you don't kill me today, check the children. When their father talks, they hide their father. God will blame you, not the children, because you are a perfect example to them. Or you are a man here. Smart, you just slap your wife. Bah! Don't worry. The day God will handle you, one of your children will beat you. All the fixing or beating on their mother, one day. You know why men are still beating their wife? It's because they don't have a mature son. If you get son that cry, tall, big like you, your height. One day you want to slap the mother that jacks your hand. You say, I am your father, I will curse you. Say, Baba, you will curse today, but I will beat you for beating my mother all these years. He will beat all the 30-something years. He will beat it one day, or you will land in the hospital. There are women, because of one anger, they will put excess salt in soup so that the man will not enjoy the food. It is wickedness of the highest order. You are not faithful. There are women that will say their husband won't sleep with them because they were hungry in the morning. Have you forgotten your body belongs to the man? All the things you are protecting, hiding, it belongs to him. When you are asleep, do you know how you scatter on the bed that the man rearranges you? You know, there are some people, when they are sleeping, their head is there. Before they break, the head is here. 360 degrees. What about the endurance of the snoring the man is enduring? Then the man, no, one day, you go and slap his tummy. Bam! You snore too much. You are not faithful. Be faithful and be sincere. Let your children beat their chest. Their chest and say, I am proud of my mother. The one you are teaching how to do bad things, after we not listen to you, when she now gets PhD in runsnology, she will so run away you will not see her. That is if they don't use the child for ritual when she's still alive. You are not helping that child. That is how you will cover her. They will use her for money. She will not return back. Or come home and be falling sick while somebody is spending her money. Be careful. Be faithful. Yes, this person went to this place. He went to see his friend. It's better you say the truth and let the anger be released than God getting angry on behalf of the man. Forget that thing they call white lie, green lie, purple lie. Just say, I was trying to cover. Just far. You can't even hear it. It's people that will hear it that will go. You thought when the Bible said two people will be grinding pepper, and one will go. It's because the other one did not hear. Because if you hear, you go run. Imagine trailer first break coming. You hear break. You run now. The person that did not hear will remain. Trailer will grind. That is how the rapture will look like. Oh. Some people will not hear. Why some will hear? Some will go. Why some will remain? Number 4. Am I correct? Avoid competition. Your giftings are given to you in measures. Don't be jealous of another woman. Stay according to what God has wired you to do. Oh. Why is Mr. Benga's wife getting fear all the time? Means I want to be fairer than her. What if your husband didn't marry you because he doesn't want a fair woman? Did you know the man's heart? The man married the yellow man to complement his own skin. And your husband said he likes you like this, but you want to color yourself. If you are black, shout amen. That is the only color you cannot imitate. Have you ever seen a cream that makes somebody to be black? If you like sit down inside sun, if you're yellow, now follow come. With the son of Suleja, this woman is there. Are we together here? Avoid competition. See, to lose your giftings is to start competing with any man. Stop competing with anybody. You are too unique in life. I've been to a program even as a pastor and a man of God say, man of God, please make sure people fall. Pastor telling you, make sure people fall. When people fall, we can raise it. They will obey when they see power. And I tell them, I am not the one controlling the power. If I step on the altar and God said it is only word I want to hear from you, I speak the word and I get out. Must people fall for them to give money? And you know I have a spirit. I have never been to any program the pastor tells me raise money. I don't raise. Even if I have intention, don't raise. You won't control God that is inside me. Avoid competitions. Stop comparing yourself with another woman. You are the best woman. Let somebody say you are very ugly. Your husband sees you and smiles. He's still telling you you are the most prettiest woman on earth. Let somebody tell you that you are too tiny like broom. Men love lepa. Stop trying to say I want to be fat. I want to eat and become like this. Stay in your position. The reason why that woman lost her talent and the blessing was because she was comparing herself and saying, Shebi, you gave this person 5 and gave this person 2. And you want to gain where you did not get, you gave me 1. I said something about that message yesterday. Can I bring that revelation now? Do you know the easiest person that would have enjoyed the same blessing? Because the second person with 2 enjoyed the same pronouncement with the person that gave 5. But the person with 1, do you know that person is supposed to have little responsibility to enjoy the same blessing? But was jealous that why was every responsibility committed to some people? Not knowing that while they've been with the man knew that you are very lazy. The man used it to insult her. Insult the person, true of us. Say, thou lazy and slothful servant. When last have you stopped washing your husband's clothes? Because you saw another man bought machine for his wife to be washing clothes. Have you stopped cooking food because you see another man whenever he's coming from work, he buys food from Oceanic Bakery, Lace, Satin, all those eateries, or Amala Pot, or from India Basi. They used to say, from today we will not eat. All the time you get your husband angry because after the man has gone to work all his strength finish, he's waiting for pounded yam and he met Indomie. Who did this to you now? The man ate Indomie in the morning to work in the night, Indomie. Who did this to you? Out of 100 men, I think you will find only 2 that will like light food in the night. Am I correct? Forget all the things doctors are saying. Every man loves swallow. If you are like me, shout amen. Solid men eat solid food. I love that. Why weak men eat weak food like Indomie, rice? You know I call rice chicken's food. Mama will tell you I'm traveling coming, so that will just reach us. Rice. So I'm going to sleep. She knows why I enter the house. Before I wake up, she don't prepare some more. If there's yam, she pan the yam down. Then when I come back, I will say, yes, I'm hungry now. Imagine as Sister Evelyn wants to marry an after Pastor Solomon. Wait, everything I'm going to use is from, is it Jumai? Not Jumai, they call her. Sister Jumai on Facebook, on social network. Let's order for it. Please tell her to order, send her address. When they are bringing it, you travel to your village. When she finish paying, I will call you to come back. So women want to meet up. Though I know that some people have what they are after. Like I know some men, no kind of latest radio that comes out, they must buy. 75 loader, 25 loader, they must buy. The latest plasma, they still have the same plasma at home. They just hear the name from Samsung to Chinchu, they will buy. What the latest things they want to use. But as a wife, relax. Don't push your husband or your children because of competitions. And let me tell you, if you are a youth here, you want to marry, if you notice the lady you want to marry is competitive, please don't marry her. That demon can never check out. In as much as there are new things coming out, you will have a headache in your marriage. You see one shoe today, just look. It says this, Kai. Mommy, how much is this shoe? Where did you buy it from? Is it still remaining there? As a husband, when you see the concentration, divert her attention. Because after the price and the destination, she will tell you when we are going home, let's branch that place. He will put you there. He will price before you. He's telling you you must buy. And when you know buy in the night, you want to check the wrapper. He tells you the shoe or no shoe, no wrapper. The Lord rebuke such a woman here in Jesus' name. Depriving your husband because of what he couldn't provide urgently. You are a permanent resident, continuous provision God has made to the man. You are available. The day you deny him, God will lash you again. When you see God, you will remain focused to make profit, to do well with it. Don't let your life be doing anyhow because of everything that is controlling you. See God. If that one with one talent saw that that master is his master, that no matter what, I am a servant, I must make profit down. If you respect him and is loyal, he will provide something down. Two of us. I was hearing somebody where I went to, they were quarreling. It's like husband and wife, and I heard on the phone. I heard the man said, you will pack out of the house. And the woman sat down in the car beside me and said, me? He said, I will not pack out. And I was trying to, what is the confidence of the woman? She said, in as much as I am the owner of those children, I will not leave that house. You may travel and leave the house for me. Do you know that is the normal thing? He said, you move that house. Now me and my children. I am in my children's house. You go to your own children's house if they are not your own children. Why? The woman saw God gave her gifts. She cannot leave the gift for any man. Another woman to take. Remain focused as a mother that you are answerable to God, answerable to your husband. Please, I want to encourage you mothers. God has wired, but please use your gift well. How will you use it well? When you remember that you give account. God will just tell you, how did you take care of your husband? Use your gift profitably to God. Don't let your children grow up and regret why you were their mother. As a wife, as a woman, can your husband still pray in his next world to meet you as his wife again? Are we balance it? Is that a good question? If your husband come back to this world, maybe he came to this world back like Morrison, will Morrison still pray the way he prayed for you and said, Sister Posse, you will be my wife again? Can I reverse it? Can I reverse it? As a man, can your wife still use you as a prayer point? That if I come back to this world, may I find you as my husband? Have you ever imagined that, Father, may we reach heaven? Even though you say there will be no man and woman in heaven, but when I hear the voice singing hallelujah, may I know this is my wife's voice. And still love the spirit. Let the romance continue in the spirit realm. Hope your husband is not saying, why did I marry you? Hope your wife is not saying, why did I marry you? Can I say something? Can your children say, Father, please let my mom and my father marry again in the next world so that I can come back through this world? Can that prayer point for you? Say, Father, in the next world, may my father not miss my mother. May my mother not miss my father. Rather, hope your children are not praying, Father, scatter them. Scatter them. And hope the children, some of them are not praying, Father, this my father is too wicked. Kill him before my mother. Kill him. We want to enjoy our mother. Or pray, mommy, die. So the father can live. We can enjoy him. What is the answer? I want you to hold the answer in your heart. Will somebody pray to meet you again in your next world? Like some children now. Let's throw it to youth now. Will your father and your mother still hold hands together and say, Father, give us another child like this? Will they do that? And say, hey, this kind of child, give us again. It depends on how to display and exhibit the gift of God in you. the gift of God in you. Rise to your feet.